So there I was, just playing rank with Mr. Zeus IDV, and then toward the end of our session, we hit champion by the way, pretty cool. Toward the end of our session, the Cueist'S gameplay dropped, the Chinese version. So we had an initial reaction to that, and then they just now dropped, as I'm starting this recording, the English translation. So first we'll take a look at our initial reaction to the trailer, and then we'll review the English translations and kind of see if we can give a guess as to how good this character is going to be. So with that being said, let's just get right into it.
Cueist'S trailer dropped?
Wait. No, I don't trust. I don't trust. I don't trust.
No. It's wait. Chat is spamming me. Wait, chat is spamming me.
No. I don't believe them. I don't believe them. No, I'm not falling for it this time.
Oh my god!
Don't. It's real?
It's real. I'm pulling it up right now.
Brother.
I'm pulling it up right now.
Let's see it. No English translations yet, but let's see.
No English translation. Let's wait. All right.
Mr. Cueist'S, Mr. Marcus, Mr. Markiplier. Is that the bite of 87 from the lion?
Oh, no, wait. This is like actually high key level. I'm just gonna turn that down a little bit. Okay, wait. Okay, his model doesn't look the worst actually.
Yeah, he honestly doesn't look so bad. Violinist?
Oh,
Violinist?
Geometry?
That's not violinist. What the?
No, that's actually that's actually violinist mechanics.
What?
So he does geometry.
Wait, how the heck? What?
What the hell?
Huh? Donkey Kong Bonanza? What?
Yo.
What am I looking at?
He can parkour?
He's so fast! He's breaking wheel. He's just breaking wheel.
Wait,
what?
He's fast, and he's breaking wheel, but he defies mechanics.
What?
What the
He's breaking wheel, but can go through walls?
So that zone, he has to set it up, and then he can jump off of it? This is like Pac-Man. Yo, wait, that's so tough.
Oh, here, look at that walk speed, though. You see that? He's fast.
I know.
Oh my gosh, he's fast.
Yeah, it's enhanced state. It's an enhanced state, and it lasts for a certain amount of time.
It lasts longer at certain levels, it looks like. What the heck? This is gonna be weird.
Dude, this is gonna be so weird to kite.
What the?
So it lasts for a certain amount of time too. It doesn't.
Yeah, that's a lot. Like 80 seconds.
It locks ciphers.
No.
And it pushes back decoding.
Oh my gosh.
He pushes it back?
Wasn't this character supposed to be mid? He has projectiles.
What the hell is that?
Is that a debuff thing, or does it do damage? Oh.
It goes back and forth?
But what does it do?
I'm trying to... I really wish I could read it. Let's see.
What?
What?
Huh?
What?
He can move them where he wants? Just move them into an open area and they're cooked.
No, Mr. Compress...
Oh, he's a camp. So he has map pressure, camp, and chase. He can force people to get the rescue from so far away. Bro, what? If somebody's lagging, you just force them in. Dude, this guy's gonna be godlike against anybody who lags. Wait, how do you support against this character? You don't. He'll just pick up the dead on stairs survivor, move him out in the open, and then boom.
And he can do that from afar.
Yeah, from halfway across the map.
That's fair?
And he can... Wait, so can he just...
So he just locks off the ciphers. You can't, like, it pushes it back. You can't do it anymore.
He's fast as heck, too.
So he sets this up and catches up.
Oh, that's unreactable. Did you see that swing speed?
Yeah, that's not...
How he's like it's an upward slash. How he's... Oh my goodness.
And then he sets up a pocket dimension and he Mr. Compresses your ass. And brings you back to him.
Where's the counterplay to that? You're like, he just shoves you out in the open. That better be full presence.
And he can just...
Yo, bro. And these last for 80 seconds.
These last for 80 seconds. Oh, you want to get the rescue? Hey, that's cute.
Yeah, but
hey, guess what? Forceful double down, by the way.
He catches up like
and he
that.
can just start chord. That's opera. That's literally just opera.
This is just opera. Like, this is like a mix between opera, breaking wheel, and like violinist. And
This is just
gamekeeper
opera.
almost, because he can like grab you and push you somewhere. And the gate? Oh.
He locks gates.
Oh my gosh, if you go, he
No,
can
he
put that
doesn't
on the
lock
gate.
gate. No, if you
you
go
touch the
into it,
gate,
he can
and he
still
pull
out
you.
gates. You go into that, you go into that, and he pulls you away. Look, and then he just brings you to him.
What? That better. How
You
long does
can't-
that last?
That's
How
broken.
long
That's
does that
broken.
last?
No, that's
that
not-
better
that's
last
not
like
fair.
10 seconds.
That's not fair. No,
dude.
no.
That's so stupid. That's so dumb.
What?
What? Dude, that's actually so stupid.
What?
So he has chase, he has map pressure,
Oh, yeah,
and
chase.
camp. He has all three. But
He
this
literally has 0-3.
okay, but we thought the same thing about Peddler.
We
So
thought- yeah,
these
we did think-
cooldowns,
let's-
these cooldowns,
these cooldowns, he's again. I'm gonna say this again. He is gonna be a hunter that is going to be hyper dependent
on cooldowns.
on cooldowns.
Honestly, the speed thing, it's good mobility. Like, he's got good mobility. The speed, like, if people are used to opera, it can be worked around. But like, if that freaking grab you thing and teleport you wherever he feels like within a certain radius near him, if that's a small cooldown,
It's the same reaction with Peddler. Yeah, that's why I said he's gonna be dependent on his cooldowns and what like his limitations are, just like Peddler was.
okay, so now we have the English version here. Marcus Thorne is certain he will claim his dominance as a champion. Wanted fallen king. So we'll watch this trailer again. You can skip past this part again. I just want to see it with the English translation, see if there's anything different here. And then we'll break it down. So we'll have the initial reaction, the English trailer reaction, and then something else. So connect contact points, create a trajectory. The trajectory can span between 4 and 35 meters. Okay. Interesting. I really like the fact that this is 80 seconds though is kind of crazy to me. Maxwell's Demon within 8 meters can select any point along the trajectory and become Maxwell's Demon to travel uncontrollably along the path. Oh, uncontrollably. Oh, so it's like whenever, yeah, I noticed he has directions. Like you have to choose left or right, and then you can like choose one swap off. He cannot perform normal attacks or interact, ignores physical collisions and strong control effects, but can use abilities. Okay, so he can get out of this thing, but he can't be stunned, etc. While he's moving along the trajectory, it can return to Marcus and exit at any chosen point within 8 meters. However, it cannot exit the trajectory for, 2 seconds or something. His interaction in most actions increase by 20% when he leaves. Oh my gosh. That's insane. He can see the locations of nearby stars for 5 seconds. Okay, so built-in peepers. That's cool. Each injured survivor increases inertia's duration by 2.5 seconds. Okay, so he can literally switch targets then, too. He can actually just be, like, crazy map pressure based. Okay, this all just looks like more specific things. All contact points disappear after 80 seconds. 6 seconds after the domain closes, and every 38 seconds thereafter until it disappears. The domain scans its interior. Highlights inside. Reducing his price by 20%. That's a lot. That's just a mini abnormal. Okay, I gotta know how often he can do that though. Cue ball. Launch a cue ball in any trajectory. Travels on the pass for 16 seconds. When a moving server comes into range, the cue ball locks on and captures them within 3.5 seconds. Marcus can do a thing. He can drag the survivor between 8 to 11 meters. Okay, so he cannot put it like right next to him. It has to be like within 8 meters at least. So at least it gives the survivor a little bit of time to react, but not much time. He's like on top of you like very, very soon. Look at that. And you can't move at the start, it looks like. So it's more like with how long you can't move, it's gonna be like you have like 4 meters. So if you have flywheel, maybe. But like the question is like, are you gonna be facing him or not? Increases contact point charging speed by 10%. This is presence, boosting his speed after leaving trajectory. That's scary. So he just has like shorter cooldowns, it looks like. Interesting. Okay, it looks like it's just faster. He just gets straight up faster. I don't know, this guy looks scary, bro. I really, really, really need to see like how the cooldowns work. The Cypher, he can just reduce a Cypher by 20% just passing by. Like, depending on how often he can do that in a game, he could be insane. Like, he could reduce the ciphers by like 100% in a match if he optimizes it perfectly. Like, and if you salvage this character, he could get upwards of like -40 on the cipher he chairs on. That's what I'm also thinking about. Like if you down somebody on a Cypher and that Cypher is 60, you could set up a thing, reduce it by 20%. If I'm reading the kit correctly, of course. And then like if they sell, you could get another one, and then that Cypher just be completely cooked. So I don't know, bro. I think this guy does really have potential, but I'm gonna need to see the test server gameplay because it looks very, very broken right now, but they always like doing these for these trailers. They always really like to make the characters look as broken as possible. But still, I think just being able to reduce Cypher Rush like that is going to be so effective. It's just really going to come down to the intricacies of his chase. I think that's going to be the most important thing. Because without much effort, if you can reduce a Cypher by 20%, that's already insane, bro. 20% is a lot. Like, I could see maybe sealing it off for like 10 seconds, but reducing a Cypher without using Abnormal, he's the only character who can do that outside of like Clerk. So unless like he has the weaknesses of a Clerk or something like that, this character is going to be really strong with how he's able to reduce Cypher Rush and how fast he's able to get around the map. So he might even be a character that benefits a lot by switching targets because he can cross the map, it seems like almost instantly. It seems like if he has the tools ready, again, depends on his energy and cooldowns, he can cross the map so gosh darn fast. Okay, let's break this down now. First, he has the ability Contact Point. Marcus can place and connect contact points to define a trajectory. After placing the first contact point, subsequent contact points can be connected within a set time limit, or within a set time to form a path. The trajectory can span between 4 and 35 meters. So that's each little contact point. So the big question is, how often does he get those little contact points? It looks like they charge somewhat slowly, but it's like, can they stack? Is it like one thing? I don't really know. Next we have Maxwell's Demon, which is gonna be the thing that lets him just turn into a ball and start rolling around. Within 8 meters, Marcus can select any point along the trajectory and become Maxwell's Demon to travel uncontrollably along the path at accelerated speed. During this time, he can teleport to any point on the trajectory and can be controlled for up to 30 seconds. Okay, so he can stay in this form for 30 seconds. While on the trajectory, Maxwell's Demon cannot perform normal attacks or interact, ignores physical collisions and strong control effects, but can use abilities. So basically, there is no downside. You can't like swing at people. You have to like get out of the form first. So it's more like, it's kind of like Breaking Wheel in that way, where you have to get up to the survivor, get out of wheel form, which gives them, you know, a second or so of time to like react and position themselves. So that is something. But again, depending on how like quickly he can get in and out of these forms, how quickly he can set these up, and how much he can overwhelm the survivors by like the positioning of this, could go crazy. I do think this character is going to have a very high skill ceiling with how you set up this Maxwell's Demon. Next, we have an ability called Backspin. While Maxwell's Demon is moving on the trajectory, it can return to Marcus, which I guess is, you know, that's Cueist'S, and exit any chosen point within 8 meters. However, it cannot exit the trajectory within the first 2 seconds of entering. Okay, that's actually kind of crazy. You can enter in and then leave within 2 seconds. So I guess the thing is you have to choose a direction to go, right? So what a survivor can do if they think they're gonna predict it is like they could go the opposite direction and then he'd have to get out and then go back the other way. Or he would have to create another spindly thing, whatever they're called, the little Jimmy Neutron brain blasts, and you have to get another node onto the line and make himself go that way. So I guess if you can like bait the Cueist'S into committing a certain direction, you could maybe try to go back, but like sometimes there might not be, you know, 2 paths to choose. Maybe they'll just have one. I don't know. I still feel like only 2 seconds is pretty non-committal, but then again, he can't like go backwards, so it really depends on how long 2 seconds actually lasts. But next we're going to see Inertia as an external trait, which is interesting because there actually is a 100% web called Inertia, but we have, when Marcus leaves the trajectory, his physical abilities are enhanced. His interaction speed for most actions increases by 20%, and his movement speed increases by 20%. Okay, already having a 20% movement buff and a 20% interaction buff is kind of insane because that goes into breaking pallets and going through windows. So that's very, very strong. And just base movement speed increased by 20%. That's really fast. That's like nightmare walking speed when he has no presence. That's very, very fast. Now, again, it doesn't last for a lot of time. Seems like it only lasts for like maybe 10 seconds. I mean, that is actually kind of a long time. But the biggest thing is, we need to know the cooldown on this. So it's like if he enters then exits, how long is that cooldown until he gets it again, right? Because if it's only like once, maybe that gets in the first hit. But you know, if it's like first chase and there's like a 30-second cooldown, you should be able to get like a blink out too. But then we have Pot Shot. When Marcus leaves the trajectory, the duration of inertia is extended based on the number of injured survivors. Each injured survivor increases inertia's duration by 2.5 seconds for up to 10 seconds. So if everybody's injured, you basically have an extra 10 seconds on top of however long this ability lasts, which I'm guessing is already like around 10 seconds. No, it's 5 seconds. Okay. So the base is 5. So it can go up to 15. So you only have 5 seconds. That's enough to like drop a single pallet and then have him catch up a little bit. But you know, if one person's injured, you know, that goes up to 7.5, etc., etc., etc. So that does actually incentivize switching targets with this character a lot, which is interesting. So we might actually see Warp being utilized a lot with this character as well. Could play like a Hermit potentially, although I doubt it. Well, we'll have to see. Again, we really need to see that test server gameplay because this is a very weird kit. It's not very straightforward, I will say that. Next ability we have is Closed Domain, which is after Marcus places the first contact point, the placement will end manually or automatically after 25 seconds. Any new contact points added afterward are not restricted by distance from each other. If there are 3 or 4 contact points on the field that do not form a closed domain, Marcus can connect them to create a 3-dimensional domain. Okay, I don't really know what that means, but I guess it's just creating these little contact points, I guess. After contact points are placed or once a closed domain is formed, all contact points and trajectories within this domain will disappear after 80 seconds. Okay, so that's like once you create your domain, which is like the thing that would, you know, I guess if you create a square or a triangle, I think to create a closed domain you need 3 minimum. Yeah, it says 3 or 4 closed points on the field can form or that do not yet form a closed domain. Oh, we can connect them. Okay, I see. So basically you need a triangle at least to form a closed domain, and inside that closed domain, it'll reduce that Cypher Rush, and then he can obviously like move around in that area. So that is already very, very good. And then we have Entropy Manipulation. 6 seconds after domain closes, and every 38 seconds thereafter until it disappears, the domain scans its interior. Each scan reveals the outlines of all survivors inside and highlights the cipher machine with the highest decoding progress for 5 seconds, reducing its progress by 20%. After a cipher progress is successfully reduced, a timer begins. Each cipher machine has its own 37-second timer before it can be affected again. Wait, that seems really, really, really powerful. Hold on. 6 seconds after the domain closes. So it's not like he can do this on a prime cipher, right? Because then it'll just pop in his face. Well, maybe. I guess you have to risk him hitting you. But every 38 seconds thereafter until it disappears, it scans its interior. Which means, and every time it scans its interior, it highlights the survivors. And the cipher machine with the highest decoding progress. And then it reduces that by 20%. But because this thing lasts for 80 seconds, right? It means every 38 seconds. So that's twice, right? That is twice. Or wait, is it? Hold on. It's 6 seconds after it closes. No, it will happen twice. It will happen twice, I believe. Because it's up for 80 seconds. So 6 seconds afterward, that would be at second 74. And then 74 minus 38. So whenever 74 minus 38 is, so what is that, 36 seconds, I think? Yeah, so at second 36 on that thing, it will actually reduce it again. So he could literally chair on a cipher, set this up, and then as long as 40 seconds or so passes, 45 seconds passes, it'll just reduce the cipher progress. And without any counterplay, it seems. That's kind of insane, actually. So depending on how much energy it takes to create a closed domain and how often he'll be able to do this, he could quite literally, on average, get minus 60, 80, or 100% cipher progress at any time. And he can create these closed domains from so far away, it seems like, which is really scary. So he could just like see you on the last cipher, reduce it by 20%, and then just like keep camping or something. I don't know, this is scary, bro. Like 20% is a lot. I could see 10%, but 20 is huge. All right, next ability is Cue Ball, which I believe this is his first presence ability. That's what it looks like there on like the little presence meter. Marcus can launch the Cue Ball onto any trajectory. It travels along the path for up to 16 seconds. So this thing is active for 16 seconds going back and forth along the trajectory. If it passes near an occupied survivor, its kinetic energy consumption speeds up. When a moving survivor comes within range, the cue ball locks onto and captures them. Within 3.5 seconds, Marcus can click in or drag to transfer the captured survivor to a circular area around himself with a radius of 8 to 11 meters. So what's crazy is he can use this for camp, and he can use this for map pressure and chase. Like, this is an ability that can be used for all things, because like what you could literally do with this, right, is you could create this, set up a closed domain, and then like a very small closed domain triangle, and then put the cue ball on it. So even if a survivor tries to push a cipher, you can just like grab them with the cue ball and then like teleport them, you know, upwards of could potentially be very, very far away. So the thing is, it's like, how close does he have to be to launch a cue ball onto a trajectory, right? Because it seemed like he'd be able to do it from pretty far away, which is scary. It'll probably be used more for camp than anything at that point, because he'll be able to like put it on chair, and then it'll go back and forth on the chair, unless you can like fly with it or something, and then he'll just drag you back, you know, 11 meters or whatever from the chair, I guess from him, so he could like walk back forward. So he could be like 20 meters away from the chair, which is just like, at that point, you have to instant rescue. So he's gonna speed up the pace of the chairs too, if he can use this effectively in camp, which is also very, very scary. And then we have his full presence ability, which is called Contact Point Advance. So when Marcus is on a hot streak, increases contact point charging speed by 10%, and boosting his speed after leaving the trajectory. Okay, so whenever he leaves it, the interaction is faster. It's like Nyan Harpoon now. She got that buff where she like switches forms faster. She gets her harpoon back faster, can swing. It's like that. And also he charges 10% faster. So it's kind of like Goatman full presence, Soul Weaver full presence, where they just get more energy faster. So that seems to be the full kit. And I will say, right now, this looks very, very, very strong. But again, I need to see the test server gameplay, because like we were talking about earlier, it depends on cooldowns. And like, he's going to be very cooldown dependent. But these tools do seem strong. I cannot lie. These tools do seem very, very strong. So we might have another very strong hunter on our hands here. It's really hard to say at the moment, honestly. Because again, these tools do seem like they can be very, very, very strong. But I need to see the cooldowns before anything else, and the interactions as well. But yeah, this character does look very, very scary. So I'm curious what you guys think. What do you guys think? Do you think he's gonna be like super, super busted? Do you think he's gonna be mid? Do you think he's gonna be trash? I don't think he's gonna be trash. I think at worst he's mid. I feel like at worst he's a draw hunter with this kit. But again, it's really gonna depend on those cooldowns, interactions, and other things like that. But yeah, just let me know what you guys think. I'll see you later. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.